We Want to Smoke. We back again. Everybody, how's everybody out there? Welcome back to We Want to Smoke. Hit that subscribe, hit that like button. We got it tonight. We got an open conversation with the crew here. Tiffany, Stonebone.
You.
So, what's going on, folks? What's going on tonight?
It's a lot.
Yeah.
What's a lot?
Let's talk about what's going on in the news.
In the news, all right. Whew. We can talk about the abortion being rolled back, the Roe Vs Wade.
Right.
We definitely can talk about that. I mean,
Let's start off with that. Like, I know how I feel as a woman, but how does that feel for a man to have to watch that play out in the media? What does that feel like for y'all? Because I know y'all got a different perspective on it.
I don't agree with it.
in my eye, I don't think we have really.
But you gotta have a view on it.
I mean, I have a view, but it's not.
Or an
It's not
opinion.
my decision on what a woman can do to her
Oh,
body.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
That's like you telling me I want. That's like a woman trying to tell me I should get my things clipped,
Right.
and they get mad at me because I don't want to do it.
Right.
No.
Right.
That's my body. If I want to do it,
Right.
I'm gonna do it.
Exactly.
So, and it's in the Constitution where abortion is for women.
This is true.
So if they take that right away from you, I mean, it could take any freaking right away from you.
This is true. This is where it started.
Yeah. So,
That's what they're trying to do.
I feel like it's the first step.
That's the first step.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But what? Go ahead, Fam. What you think about it? I want you.
I agree with what Swiss is saying. I definitely feel as though it's the woman's right. Like, you know what I'm saying? And for us to do it, well, for that to happen, it's like we seem like we kind of rolling back 10, 20, 30 years,
Absolutely.
40 years. Like, so that's a little, and I feel like it's the first step. It's something bigger.
It's something brewing.
It's something going on. So.
Absolutely.
well, we all know the reason why that they pushing that, abortion. And
Why do you think?
And it's not why do I think. It's the reason why. It's the reason why. I mean, this
I
ain't
know
no.
what I
This
think.
is the reason why is because 60% of the abortions come from white women. So for them to keep doing that.
Wiping out the population.
So the white men are like, no, man, no.
And let's just say, we just want to say this is an open conversation.
Yeah.
We are not prejudiced. We are for everybody, but we're looking at the numbers.
Not at all.
That's what we're looking
Right.
at. But it's sad because the urban community is the face of abortion.
Mhm.
We are the face of everything, unfortunately. But when you look at those numbers, no, we're not. But I think that it's disgusting. I don't think any man should be able to tell a woman what to do with her body.
Not at all.
And I also feel like, okay, what are y'all doing with the men that's getting these women pregnant? What is actually happening to them?
Now, I understand abortions for some folks like rape.
Absolutely.
I understand abortions for like, it might be killing the woman.
Mm-hmm. Oh, high risk pregnancy.
You know what I mean? I understand things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But
What do you mean abortions might be say it
like,
again?
that pregnancy might be a high risk
Oh,
pregnancy.
the pregnancy,
You know what I mean?
correct.
That
That's
pregnancy
correct.
might, and so I understand things like that.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but they want to take all your rights away, I think, or something like that.
Because it goes back to what you said. And it goes back to what Fam said. Fam just said, like, yo, they're brewing. It's something deeper about that happening.
Yeah.
Because you think, okay, we can take away this right, we're gonna start taking away a little bit more rights.
Yeah.
I just feel like, honestly, a lot of secrets gonna be coming out
It
with
starts with
this.
abortion,
with
then
this-
it's going to be your gun laws,
Yeah,
and then it's next thing you know, after there's no gun.
but they ain't banning gun law. They not banning it. So y'all want us to have kids so they can get killed in school. That's what y'all telling us? Y'all want us to have these children in this unsafe world. Now, this is my view. I'm gonna be honest. Abortion, I feel like they need to have some limitations on abortions. They do, because I feel like some people use it as a form of birth control. I'm not with it. You get what I'm saying? Like, as far as people getting, females getting pregnant, and the pregnancy is a high risk pregnancy, whatever. It's a whole list
mix of
of
it.
kids getting raped by family members. College students that had a one night stand and they slipped up. Okay, yes, and studies do show that majority of the people that are college students and they are Caucasians. Okay, so no. Yeah, the college students. So that's gonna change a lot for a lot of college students. That's gonna change a lot for people that be cheating.
Because, you know, the college students, you know, they getting drunk, they in school, you know, little Becky over there, she just robbed about 6 of these guys. Yeah,
She
man.
what?
She did a lot of stuff with them.
She rolls 6 of them.
Yeah, you already know how they get
Susie
college.
riding 6 of them at one time.
She in the frat party going nuts.
Susie need her ass
Yeah,
beat.
that's why she got to get rid of Lil T.
You know? But no, I really do think that a lot of stuff is gonna start. People are gonna be very careful on how they move now. Very careful. Like that's gonna be a whole nother, because like I said, I'm sorry, like what's real is real. There should have been a limitation on abortions. I felt like you shouldn't be going back like 6 or 5 times. To me, that's disgusting. No offense, that's just my opinion. If that's what you want to do with your body, that's what you want to do with your body. But this is my opinion. So whatever y'all put in the comments, that's what y'all put in the comments. This is my opinion, and I'm saying my opinion. Damn guy, everybody in this room got an opinion. Ty, you got an opinion. That's the camera lady for the night. Let's give it up for the camera lady for the night.
Or do like how we do with the coffee spot. You get yourself a little loyalty card. You only got 3 punches on your abortion.
No, not punches.
So when you got 3 punches, it's a wrap. It ain't no more.
But this is what I'm saying. Like, I always felt like they do need to have a limitation on, because there are some females that use it as a form of birth control. I'm sorry, that's not acceptable for me.
Now, what are they doing with the Plan Bs?
They're trying to remove that.
Yeah.
They're trying to remove that too.
Yeah, they're trying to ban them.
They are trying to remove that. That's where it came from when we said they're starting off with that, and they're going to start working their way up to other things.
It's crazy how they move, yo.
It is
Blatant, like the men be blatant. Like it's trying to be subtle, but at the same time, like if people that are woke people to know, it's blatant. It's right there. So now we gonna do this. We gonna see how they react.
They're gonna see how they react.
We gonna see. They gonna march. They gonna do what they usually do. And it's gonna quiet down again.
It's gonna quiet
and
down.
They're gonna do some more.
Yep.
And we gonna keep on. Like that shit is crazy.
Yeah, that's how they are though. Like it's always something.
Now, how does Planned Parenthood fit with abortions?
I'm not really too knowledgeable about how Planned Parenthood operates. I've always gone to a doctor, so I don't know how to Planned
I'm looking on a
Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood
I know
little
they came
site.
under fire. Damn, hold up. Nah, go ahead, read it. I'm trying to read
No, I'm
it.
looking
You
on
said what?
here.
Fan, what was you about to say?
Nah, they came under fire, Planned Parenthood, like the whole creation of it, the woman who created it, because ain't no Planned Parenthood, they pointed out, as none of them shits in like no white communities, and that she had made it seem like she was like doing a favor or like, you know, showing black people love, but they were saying the whole thing was to, again, control the population.
Now, that's why I was coming with that. So it's different sets for us.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like I told you, I forgot the author's name, but it's an author in 1985, and he wrote a book, and in the book, and he was actually one of the president's advisors.
Okay.
Kissinger. No?
I don't think it was Kissinger, but this guy wrote a book, and his whole thing was saying that the white race is depleted.
Oh yeah.
We need to do something to save this white race.
Yeah.
And he came up with like three parts. And one was to pay women to get pregnant. But if they do that,
How are they paying people to get pregnant?
but if they do that, I mean, he got to pay you. He got to pay all women.
Yeah.
He can't just say pay white women.
Yeah.
So they said, no, we can't do that. I forgot what the second one was. And the third one was stop abortions
Right.
completely. Even if a person is raped.
It's just sick. Do you not know how much, like, okay, I didn't want a little girl. You know what I'm saying? I love my daughter 100%, but it just wasn't my first pick. You get what I'm saying? I'm grateful for what God blessed me with. I have a son and a daughter, you know, but the reason why I didn't want a girl is because of the stuff that females have to go through. You know what I'm saying? Like incest, all types of stuff. And honestly, your sons ain't even excluded either. So let me just put that out there. And that goes on a lot in the community, but it's not spoken about.
Not at all. Not at all.
You know, but I say that because I have an 11-year-old, an innocent 11-year-old. I don't have her around a lot of males at all. You know, she doesn't even see me around a lot of men.
Yeah, she shouldn't.
You know, but I say that anything can happen Anything, we are not in control. Anything.
Yeah.
Oh no, but anything can happen. So, you know, I'm on guard.
You got to be, especially a little girl.
I'm on guard.
My daughter 13.
You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm on her. Yeah.
My whole thing as a mother is to protect her.
I got twin girls, and I
Damn sure do.
I never let them ever spend the night over in someone's
Oh yeah,
house.
we don't play that.
Or I was protective of that. I never had them babysitted or things like that. Like,
Yo, yeah.
because certain shit, and it's real.
Yeah.
And it come from your family members.
Sometimes.
It come from close ones that you.
Excuse me. Yeah, you can't. But you know, my mind goes back to the laws now, and I have a daughter, so now there is no. We gonna talk about what's going on in the world. They done canceled abortions, and so but it's sad because you have young girls being affected by this. Now, from what I hear, there was some young girls in the abortion clinic at the time when that law was passed because of incest reasons, and they told them we're not doing it. We can't. Y'all gonna have to schedule somewhere else. So these people had to get up and go somewhere else and try to find. What I really think is gonna happen, everybody's gonna have to keep their kids anyway, because what's gonna happen is it's gonna be so backed up. By the time it is scheduled to have an abortion, you're gonna have to keep the baby.
But there's some states that's gonna let this all ride. Like New York is not.
New York is one of them.
No, they're not.
Where do Jersey stand?
'Cause
Jersey's not putting up with it.
you know, our governor, like, he wear Timbs.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's certain. Like, I mean,
So
Texas is definitely.
because you gotta remember, abortion gonna be just like how the marijuana law is.
Texas with the shit. It's
Some states are gonna have it.
all the red states or blue states, whichever
Pretty
one.
much.
One of them.
Pretty much, because it's like marijuana law. It's not looked at by the federal government, but New Jersey is legal. But if the feds ran up in your house and you had 5 pounds of weed on you, they'll lock your ass up.
They need to go.
Even though that New Jersey is legal to have weed. Like the Fed, if you say you was a dispensary in New Jersey and y'all doing well, and then you know the Feds, you're like, you know what? Hold up, man. We just want to try something. You know they can lock them up because it's still federal land.
Federal, yeah.
You know what I mean?
The hell
Which is
Why you think all
fucking
dispensaries
crazy.
and things too, all cash based?
Deal with cash.
Because they can't put the money in the banks. Because the banks are federally,
And that's why,
you know, with
that's
the
why
government.
So far, any dispensary I pulled up in, it'd be so many police.
yeah, so it's all iffy.
Outside, right?
Yeah, ready, waiting.
So these laws is weird, like how they turned the Roe Vs Wade, how they could turn it back. A lot of what we just said earlier, the laws get flipped back and forth. Like, all right, but the thing is now these Supreme Justices are in the box for a minute. They're not coming out until someone passes away.
That's it.
Yeah, so whatever's in there is in there. So,
But Trump knew what he was doing.
and because he's coming back in 24.
He knew what he was doing by putting people in place.
Yeah, he knew exactly. It's
But what I
all
don't understand is these are
strategic.
women. Like these are women. Like some of these are women.
But
Like
they old women that can't do that.
What is the problem?
They don't.
And they don't care.
No,
Because it's a bigger issue.
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Survival.
It's like what did I say earlier?
Survival,
How would you feel
For
if
real,
you knew in 40 years
It's
that the
survival,
black
yo.
race will no longer be here or will
No.
be minimal?
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't you do your best to try to keep it running?
Right.
So that's them.
Yeah.
Think about it. So you
But
can't.
you know that's why a lot of people don't like dating outside their race.
Yo,
They'll
I'm
never
saying,
talk
real
about
shit.
it.
I'm gonna tell you-
But that's why
Yeah.
a lot of the Asians, we love Asians, let me just say that, but this is just an open discussion. But a lot of Asians do not believe in dating outside their race because they really believe we got to keep the population high.
Exactly. And you can't get mad at that.
You can't get mad at that. If that's their view, that's their view. You know?
I mean, yo, that
Because we got a lot of mixture going on.
I mean, you can't have.
Because to be honest with you, it looked like Plainfield getting wiped out.
It is.
Oh, it is.
Hell yeah.
You hear what I'm saying?
Hell, it is.
The population in Plainfield look a little like,
Yeah.
you get what I'm saying? Y'all know.
Yeah, it is.
Give
I'm
it-
Salvador.
Give it
That's what you're
another
saying.
5 more. 5 more years.
Yeah,
It's a wrap.
that's all. It's like, okay, where are we going?
Yeah, where you come from?
Hauling ass.
Yeah.
That's a big motherfucker
Yeah,
too.
I see him.
Oh, the fly?
Yeah, I'm trying to ignore him.
Oh.
He got something to say. He Because
We slapped up. We got rid of that little flying thing.
Oh,
We did?
Yeah.
How y'all get rid of it?
I just left.
I didn't even
Oh, I thought
know.
you killed
He
it.
wouldn't
That's
know
what
the room. He over there chilling, making eggs and shit.
that's what I thought you meant.
But nah. But yeah. So we pretty much all. How we feel on abortion? You right. You feel like you should have a right to abortion.
I absolutely do. I feel like that's your body, you know your situation and you know what you can handle.
And how you feel?
I feel the exact same. Like,
Right.
At the end of the day, the woman has the right, it's her body, and shouldn't nobody ever tell her otherwise.
Yeah. Even as a married couple, like things happen.
So collectively, we all feel that we should leave the law alone.
Leave it alone.
Leave the law alone.
Leave
Let a
these
woman choose
people
her
alone.
own rights. Let her own rights.
Yes.
Now, speaking of abortions and other weird stuff, what about your boy? You heard about your boy that's 30 years?
R. Kelly?
Oh, speaking of abortion, we go straight into R. Kelly.
Yeah, that's weird, right?
Sucker.
That's weird.
Oh, sorry. So all the R. Kelly fans.
That's weird. Sorry.
You know,
it
in today's news.
just happened like that.
The R.
But now,
In today's
now,
30
What's the R?
pieces.
now, I don't understand. I don't think he should have got 30 years, though.
Tell me why.
He ain't killed nobody.
Okay.
And how we know exactly what really happened. A lot of these women went to him. It didn't like he did sexual trafficking. I don't think he didn't have a real flute. They call him the Pop Piper. And everybody knows that story.
Why did he have to name himself that?
Because,
Do y'all know the history of the Pop Piper?
He got rid of the
Okay,
rats.
yeah, well, why did he name, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean,
Very frustrating.
I don't respect no sexual abuse or none of that or none of that. But 30 years.
What
I
you
want to
think,
see some
fam?
evidence. I want to see what the hell that man really did. I see he pissed on the girl. We saw that. We all saw that. Allegedly. Or is it now allegedly?
It ain't all allegedly.
Now
He
it's-
pissed on that girl.
yeah, all right,
He
all right.
pissed on that girl.
Now right there, that's
He
some
pissed on
bullshit.
her. She liked it.
But she could have moved.
Allegedly. She liked it.
What's your boy say from Boondocks?
Y'all ain't never had nobody piss on you? I'm just asking.
No.
No.
You ever had somebody pee on you?
One of my boys was into it where he was pissing on and he thought it was some weird white people shit, but then when I spoke to him a couple weeks later, he was like, yo, I'm kinda into that shit.
What did he say?
That shit kinda turned me on. But she said that it was her thing and that she introduced him into it and it was like a process, like straight water, no gold stinking ass piss. It gotta be some clear shit.
Yeah.
Nah, that's what I was about to say, because it's different forms of piss, man.
Yeah.
There's some piss that burn.
Oh, and she gotta be in the bathtub when it go down. So he's in the bathtub. I'm like, this shit crazy.
So basically, she wanted to see how I feel.
Yeah.
That's her thing.
And he
So-
was into it, that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so he got 30 years,
30
and
years.
you feel like he shouldn't have gotten that much time.
I mean, 30
How much
years.
time you think he should have gotten?
I can't give you what time he can get. Honestly.
Right. What do you think would have been fair? Honestly.
Me, honestly,
Yeah.
10 years.
10 years. Yeah.
Sit your ass down 10 years.
Yeah. I think I'm.
For celebrities living the lifestyle that all been living, that 10 years is gonna be the longest 10 years.
Longest 10 years ever.
Right. And he's
'Cause
gonna
that-
be in general
Because that lady, what's that other lady? Gwendoline Maxwell, the one with the Epstein Island.
Yeah.
They gave her 20.
Did they?
They gave her
Look,
20.
they gave R. Kelly more time than they gave that white female cop that walked into the wrong apartment and bodied that man. She got 10 years.
See, that's terrible.
And
Yeah,
she
it's
murdered
backwards.
the man.
But
Cold
y'all have
blood.
to understand.
No, I know. Now I understand what all
something.
the shit that R was doing. Look, first I don't want to speak no talking.
But what was he
I don't
doing?
understand. They say he was sex trafficking.
All right,
I don't
here
know
it goes.
about that. He
All
was
right.
sex trafficking.
No, I'm listening. Go ahead. I'm gonna read this, but y'all
Oh.
can keep on. I just want to see exactly what he was doing because I'm going with hearsay with this.
No,
with
sex
this.
trafficking.
What did he do?
So what, he moving women around?
So he was found.
States?
That's what I went because they said sex trafficking.
Yeah.
And me personally,
He
not
was.
personally, but sex trafficking is when you lure a chick into being a sex slave.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Or
So that's
like
what R was doing.
I somehow I manipulate you to believe me and you gonna be cool, and then I pass you off where now I'm drugging you up and you out there doing all kinds of shit.
Any more juveniles?
Now here it goes. It says he was found guilty with 8 counts of sex trafficking,
Mm.
1 of racketeering.
Mm.
Now what the hell? So racketeering, ain't that the same thing they gave Young Thug and
Racketeering,
Now, ain't that the same type of charge they gave Young Thug and them racketeering?
it is. Racketeering, conspiracy, yeah.
So he got in New York court on Wednesday sentenced to 30 years. Now,
I think that whole situation with R. Kelly is extremely sad. I'm sorry, I think it's sad. Going back to everybody looking at the situation and what he's doing and what he has done. But R. Kelly had a fucked up childhood.
that's what I was gonna say. All this shit comes back to what happened to the kid.
like full circle. This
Like,
is
he got raped
this
by
is
an
a child.
uncle and the sister.
Let me tell you,
Yeah.
his sister was the first molestation case for him. She would have him, her brothers and sisters go outside, and she would have R. Kelly perform oral sex on her. So it started in the household. You get what I'm saying? Then it was a man in the neighborhood, if I'm not mistaken, that used to lure the children in with like candies or bottom sneakers, and he would molest R. Kelly. So all he's doing as a grown man is translating all the things he was taught as a child.
That's all
Now,
he knows.
What'd you say, Ty?
That's all he knows.
That's all he knows. So really, at that age, with him being
He needed
young,
help from the beginning.
yeah, it's creating an illness. It's creating an illness. So that is his normal.
So he's the same.
I'm not defending it.
For real.
You get what I'm saying? I mean, I don't care what nobody says. The man is a musical genius.
Oh, yeah.
And you will never be able to take that away from him. He's a musical
That's
genius.
true.
But does that?
But
But
he's
now.
sick.
But hold on. Okay, we said he's sick.
He
But
is.
does that give you? All right. Say I was molested by my uncle and my cousins, whatever, as a kid.
Right.
No.
Now does that give me the
It
right to
don't.
go out there and rape a girl?
No.
It don't give you the right.
No, and that's not what I'm saying. You get what I'm
I'm
saying?
not
But
saying it.
Not give you the
realistically,
right.
it falls under everybody. How you are as a child, you will carry that as whatever
That's
you go
true.
through in a childhood,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
gonna carry that into your adult life. You know,
That's
whether you choose to be better with it or whether you
Yeah.
choose to I don't know, but it does
But
affect
people
your
are
adulthood.
different. Some people are different. Because some
This is
people can
true.
suppress that.
Yeah.
Some people can be raped and
Over.
fondled with and all kinds of
Shit,
things.
they ain't Oprah saying she got it.
And it can deal with it inside.
They can deal with it inside, but they horny all the time. And let me tell you why they horny all the time, because it's like a feeling like, yo, I just gotta get fucked. Like, you get what I'm saying? And you're sick. You're sick.
So how do you
because
fix
it's
that,
creating that, I don't know. I think they need counseling.
Now counseling. All right. Now this is my
I
problem.
don't know.
Because
Medication?
Yeah, because counseling. So all we're doing is talking about it. And wouldn't that bring a more of a trigger to me?
But sometimes talking can bring healing.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Because if you don't feel comfortable talking to someone, like sometimes you don't feel comfortable talking to
Because
family
some folks
members.
might want to just forget that.
Some people might want to
They
forget
try.
it, right?
Try.
They try to forget it, but the real reality is it is you now. So you either gonna seek help or you're gonna be acting this out as an adult. That's why I always say when you are with somebody in a relationship, you're really dating their childhood traumas.
Yeah.
So
That's what communication is the key.
yeah, like
And
that's why it's good to know. So how was you raised? Did you go through
Yeah.
anything?
Yeah.
Does your mother love you? Does your father love
Yeah,
you? Did
that's
you go
exact-
through like were you
And people are
abused?
scared.
Because I don't want you to
Part.
start abusing me.
It all
Like
plays a part.
Folks are
man.
scared.
100%.
They're scared to say that because they don't want to hear the truth of that person. You know what I mean? Or maybe that
What
person.
you mean?
Like some folks are scared to just actually digging deep into you. Like for say your husband or your girlfriend, your wife, whatever.
You think they scared or they just don't care? Nobody asking questions
Well, they
nowadays.
should- yeah, you-
Real talk. Last time you dated a female, right? Think about that time. What did y'all really talk about? Y'all was looking at attraction like, yo, trying to,
I mean,
what's
you know
up?
what? You know what's crazy? Only thing that's a little different for me is because like the last female couple that I've met has been where I had to talk to them first over an extended period of time before they even allowed me to meet them.
Right.
So it's like the whole mental thing was kind of played, but I know what you're saying.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
I know
who
what
is
you're saying.
really, because at
Yeah.
this age, I would ask questions.
Yeah, you need to
Yeah,
because
yeah.
now you're vulnerable.
Exactly.
When you're younger, you're not too vulnerable. You don't care. Like when you in
I'm
that.
asking questions.
Yeah, I wanna
Where
know-
you from? How was you
Yeah.
raised?
How's your credit score?
Yeah.
How's your childhood?
That's a whole lot.
That's a
of shit.
whole
Yeah.
conversation that
Yeah.
you need to know. But getting
Can I
back to
meet your
R.
mother?
Kelly, like, can I meet your mother? Like, you know?
If your mother don't like you,
No.
That's it.
Back to R. Kelly. If your mother don't like you, then what?
Yeah, right. Like if your mother, you meet him, he take you to the house. The mother meets you. Hey, mom, it's so and so, and she like.
Or the mother don't like the boy.
Don't like the son.
That's,
She looking at you
that's
like,
a red
girl,
flag,
Molly, you in danger, girl.
This
Like
nigga
Molly.
piece of shit.
Like Molly, you like.
What you done bought this good woman around here for?
Yeah.
Yeah, what she seeing you, mom?
I met a mother, took me to the house and everything, right? She was like, I'm gonna tell you right now, you better do what make you happy. I'm
Damn.
like, okay.
Damn.
She was like, you seem like a good girl. Just do what make you happy, girl. That's how she was, like, just like this.
She knew something she was trying to.
Right then and there, it's like, this motherfucker must be crazy.
Yeah, that shit would have been ringing off in my head.
For real. And that's all I kept hearing. You watch everything. How the mothers act, how the sisters act, how the brothers act. You know, some of the brothers look at you like, you don't want to, you know what I'm saying?
You better off with me.
Yeah.
And one thing, this is off subject. I'm sorry, this is off subject. But I never respect a dude if he'll bring you around another dude. And let's just say a guy introduce you to his friends. One of them friends gonna be looking at you.
Absolutely.
Okay? But don't say in front of your man, yo, she got a sister.
No.
She got family. She got cousins. To me, you telling that chick,
Like
if
the
he
way
don't
you
want
look,
you,
I'll take
you. To me, that's so disrespectful. Like, do they say that to see your reaction?
I'm
Like,
nah.
if you bout it, because it's very uncomfortable. It's like,
Shut the fuck out of here.
why would you say
Like, she got a
that?
sister? Nah, she got a mother though.
Like, right in front of you. Like, that's, to me, if I was a dude, I would never say that. Because that's just like one of my female friends introducing me to her man, and I'm saying some junk like, yo, he got a brother?
Or maybe he wasn't being,
You ain't even allowed to say no shit like that
or
around
maybe he
me.
wasn't being disrespectful. He really liked the way you look.
I don't like that. Don't say that. I find it very disrespectful. Don't say that. Getting back to R. Kelly. A lot of these women, I feel, they got caught up in the celebrity. They got caught up in him being an R. Kelly. And who ain't gonna want to go to R. Kelly house? All right? Can we just be honest?
I mean,
Who ain't gonna want to go to R. Kelly house and sit and watch him make music and you think he's singing to you? You won't think he's singing to you.
But you know, it's more to it. Why do you think he wants you to come to the house?
Exactly. Not to play no
I
cards.
don't give a fuck.
Not to play Uno.
You really think I really want to sing to you? Bitch, I get paid to sing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And a lot of these parents was being paid off to have their daughter come, because he was telling them, no, I take care of her. No, I'm gonna groom her. No, I'm gonna get her ready for show business. Aaliyah. It was another girl. Who the other girl? Jocelyn and all of them or whatever. But other than that, like, these females was getting
But
cash.
the way they made it seem like that, they had these bras tied up in the basement, feeding them out of
He
dog
was
bowl.
abusive.
Yeah.
He was abusive. Yes, R. Kelly was abusive to these. To me, it seemed like he had
But how do
some
we
females
know
that he
this?
treated
That's the
because
thing.
they was on a documentary.
I mean, that shit ain't. Come on.
We
Tyler
got-
Perry probably made
But
that
we
shit.
have to respect what they say.
Okay.
We gotta respect what they
And you gotta
say.
respect what he said too.
So allegedly, these women were on. They made a show where they was expressing what he's done. Now, R. Kelly, to me, it seemed like he did have an issue with young kids and young girls. I'm gonna say kids because it was some allegations that he liked young males as well. So this is what I
Yeah,
mean.
'cause,
He's acting out his hurt.
Wait, with that picture I put up?
Oh, with Gilly?
Yeah, look at this shit. Let me see if I can find this picture. This is crazy.
Gilly gonna answer back personally to that picture.
What happened?
Oh, I see you see this picture, yo.
What happened?
R. Kelly and Gilly the Kid. Ooh,
Really?
They looking crazy. Oh, speaking of crazy, did you see that motherfucking? Did you see that one with Diddy? Well, we all basically know about
Oh.
Diddy. And so this nigga Diddy was basically pushing up on Fab. pushing up on Fabulous.
Took Usher under his wing to kind of help him get swag. So they needed to loosen Usher up a little bit. And Usher was saying, like, you know, he saw some things happen at these parties. Like, but you know, they're not going to emphasize on them. But I think it was a lot of that in that industry.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, that's majority of that industry is ran by.
Oh my gosh.
That shit is
gays and LGBT, whatever.
See, I mean, I'm all for you being who you are, but don't be.
See, but like somebody like Diddy, that's more of a control aspect for him. You know what I mean? That's more of a, I can do what I want and what no one. You know what I mean? It's a little weird, but we don't know how it is to be a billionaire. We don't know how to, so we don't know how it is.
We will find out.
Goddamn, when I fucked every fine woman in the world already. Now give me some ass. You know what I mean? It's like, you never know.
So it seems like to me it might be a rush.
Yeah, it might be.
A power rush.
Yeah, it might be. Like
that's what it might be.
I control that man.
Yeah.
You know, some people, you know what I mean? Like how men like to control women.
They said back in the day, I think like Greece or Rome, out of all the emperors, I think there was only one that was heterosexual. Claudius, all the other motherfuckers were straight homos, and it was a power thing.
To be honest with you,
I'm rich
think
enough I could
well, that's
fuck
what
a
they used to
boy
call
or a
the
girl.
slave back in the day, because they'd take the biggest slave on the goddamn plantation.
I was just gonna say that.
And rape him in front of everybody.
I was just gonna say that.
Now they look at him like, oh my God. But last week we was looking at him because he can carry 6 trees. You know what I mean?
You know, a lot of, they never talk about that. They never talk about that. How a lot of those men were being raped by the slave owners.
Yeah.
They don't talk about that. This is what I be saying. We got to start teaching our kids our own history, because realistically, they're not going to do that in school.
Not at all. They don't even teach you how to get a mortgage. They don't teach you how to
No, they're not going to do it in school, because they don't. It's only certain things that they want them to know.
They dumbing the population.
Yeah, or how even when they went in and raped the women, they made the men watch, and vice versa.
Yeah, because that'll break a man's soul to see the wife being raped, and you can't do nothing about it.
Jesus.
Now, there's only one thing. You gotta die. I'm gonna die. We're gonna die. You know,
That's why a lot of them kind of like tried to escape, because they wanted to die.
Because it's like I know, but then it's like this: if you're born into slavery, do you know what slavery?
You don't know anything else. But some of them had a
But
bigger
you gotta have some kind of natural instinct in your body to know that you're supposed to be doing certain shit all day.
Well, some of them,
This can't be life.
No, this can't be life. Y'all think y'all would have been able to make it back in the day?
I'd have been
I would have been like, ain't nobody doing this shit.
I'd have been the first one killed.
Yo, we gotta figure this shit out. We got to figure this out.
So you're not gonna do nothing.
We gotta figure this shit out.
I gotta do all this.
Damn, you would have been in the house though.
No, we gotta figure it out.
You would have been in the house.
We gotta figure it out. Either way.
I think I would have been in the porch.
Driveway.
That's what I'm saying, Paul. I would have been on the man would have been holding the biscuits,
I don't want that.
getting all the information. No, but they got treated good.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
I would have been on like the driveway, like open doors.
Yeah, we would have been sweeping. We would have been sweeping.
I would have been on the
This is
field.
straight bullshit.
Yeah, now the field would have been walked.
Yeah, Phil. Walt would have been in the cage.
What would have been in that field?
That big nice gentle nigga would have been picking hella time.
Now, listen.
Paul Walter would have been in the field.
And he would have been
Were there any?
No, you said he Yes, Walter would have been smiling, just happy to be there. Walt would have lost his virginity on that.
Oh, them white slaves.
Were there any flamboyant slaves?
I would have been a flamboyant.
Gay?
Yeah, like this, like you know how we got flamboyant black guys out here.
Oh, flamboyant. No, that's not the right word. I'm sorry.
You know, do you think there's any flamboyant slaves?
Yeah, probably. But see, back in the day, that was known as an illness. They called it illness. And also too, with that being said, they used to send like the males to go get a certain shockwave in a hospital, because they would say something's wrong, like you're mentally ill. That wasn't spoken about like that. They would say like, no, he suffers from an illness, like in the 50s and 40s and stuff.
Back then.
Yeah, homosexual. Yeah, back then,
Back
it was,
then,
it was
yeah,
devil, back then you were called a devil worshiper if you didn't believe in God.
We
Yeah.
You're a devil worshiper if you
Correct.
don't believe in God.
Correct.
Damn.
But I think
Believing in
everybody
God.
should
I mean,
believe what they want to
everybody, yeah,
believe.
believing in God. Like, for example, God never went around and said, build me a church.
Excuse me. The world is changing so much, though.
Yeah, the world. I mean, that's why the world runs on religion. This whole.
But it shouldn't, but it does.
Yeah,
But it does.
Religion, politics, and money.
Uh-huh.
That's it.
This is true.
You know, war started with politics and religion.
This is true.
You know, and money.
This is true.
There's three things. That's war right there. And it's sad, but everybody got. I mean, we don't know what. We don't know. Everybody got their own God. Believe in what you want to believe in. You got atheists that don't believe in. They just believe in science, whatever. Okay. I believe in there's a big power out there. We wouldn't.
Yeah.
There's something out there. I don't believe in some old white guy sitting in a chair with a big ass beard.
That's what they wanted us to
Not
do.
at all. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
I do believe
It's something.
it's something deep out
There
there.
might be a big mothership out there, alien. I don't know.
Y'all believe in aliens?
That's
Hell
what the
yeah.
fuck.
Most definitely.
You think it's aliens?
Oh,
Paul,
yeah.
you seen an alien before?
No, I never seen one, but I know we ain't the only motherfuckers out
I don't
here.
think so either.
It's impossible.
I don't
And I'm sorry, I might call me crazy, and this might bring way off topic, and don't stop watching We Want to Smoke because this world is flat. The world's flat, yo. We live on a flat earth, yo. We don't live on a big ass globe just spinning around in the fucking.
No, that I see what I know exactly why. You
I should be scaring the shit out of me.
You see how I jump?
Every
It scared
time,
everybody.
That's
Look,
like
we was
fourth time.
abnormal. Everybody
So we
was like,
talked about
who on
R.
the
Kelly.
porch?
We got R.
Smell
Kelly
the
out
porch?
there. I thought it might have been somebody coming in the house.
Coming in or out?
That nigga hard.
Don't say who.
Ooh.
Oh, you drank? Oh, yeah.
That's
yeah.
right.
Not moving like that.
You saw the shoulder.
Next episode, we're gonna be making a bunch of drinks and shit.
He didn't turn to a look. He didn't turn to a street.
I don't remember that. Where did that come from?
Every night, too.
Damn.
That's what I'm like, because I'm just zooming in, like, was that always there?
No.
That's my new hobby now.
What?
I'm gonna be a
I'm
bartender.
making drinks.
Listen.
We just made this thing was bang.
That little shake you did.
Yeah, that thing was good.
Y'all should have got that.
One drink. One drink in.
Oh my gosh. So that was R. Kelly.
R.
Oh,
Kelly.
yeah,
What y'all think about the guns?
Oh.
Can we talk about the guns?
Guns is terrible, man. And it's not the gun. Everybody say, oh, the guns. No, it's the people, man.
But why should it be legal to have those type of guns? It shouldn't
I'm
be
sorry
no
to say.
machinery
But
guns.
it's not even, that's not the thing.
What is it?
It's just like how we just talked about the abortion, that right.
Right.
You're taking the right away.
I think it's all about the money. He's back.
Yeah, it's the right. It's like when you tell, now you tell, I had the right.
They ain't
to-
gonna cut them guns.
No, but look, we can keep guns. Let's keep them. But you don't need a fucking 30-shot fucking AR-15 100-shot clip.
Yeah.
You don't, for what?
Why is that? Why?
You don't need that.
Why is that even legal to buy?
But then it's like,
So
all right, if you
they
take that from me, now I'm fucking,
Ugh.
I don't have protection. So now if the government want to turn their ass on me and come
Everybody-
at me with them
yo,
same guns,
My thing is right.
Yo.
People need to be armed.
yeah, we need, yeah, man.
Because my thing is
See,
right.
that's the scary part because a lot of people walking around here with mental illness.
Yeah.
No, I say that shit right. I'm just saying like I don't know, this home, your home, you got kids, you got children in your home. I don't know if there's anything up there, but you never know. You never know, yo. Motherfucker break into your house.
This is
Somebody,
true.
anything can happen. So my thing is like, if it's two responsible people, if you had nothing to
Yeah.
worry about, but you always have something to worry about if a motherfucker come up in
In
your
your
house
house.
and his intent is to harm you
What's
or your
that?
child.
What's that movie?
So when that happens, let's just say somebody does come into your house,
Oh,
and you
Oh,
how
okay.
do you work that out? You get what I'm saying? Like when the cops come, what do you tell? It was self defense. And
Maybe
so
call
do
a
you
lawyer.
do time? Do you do time?
Call my lawyer.
This is what I want to know.
Yeah,
Like,
you do
okay,
time.
let's just say somebody break into your house. You
But
go
it's
get
no
your stash.
self-defense. It's no
I
self-defense in
used to talk
Jersey.
to a girl.
This is crazy.
I used to meet.
But
me.
yo, that's where the money come to play at.
You
And
gotta have bread. Yo,
Yeah.
this lady killed her husband, and he was beating her, raping her. She had the hospital records, all that, and she still went to trial, lost, and they gave her like 8 years.
Yep.
Never been did 20-something years of a white woman, tax-paying citizen, and she'd have been assisted, she'd have probably got like 14, 15 years.
And that's why,
You know what I'm saying? But it was a white woman, she got 8 years, and she was crying about that, and they'd be like, oh, what do you want to do? You killed him. And you ain't, well, my intention was to kill him, it don't matter. That's what manslaughter is.
Honestly,
the intent is not to kill.
I'm all for the guns, like being, you know, you feel protected. I just never, I never wanted one.
Mm-hmm.
Law-abiding
Because
citizen.
you know, when you work on yourself, you know you don't need it.
Yeah,
You're recording, right?
You get what I'm saying?
I get it.
So
Yeah.
if you know your personality, like I remember we was out, I was at a wedding, and one of my close friends, he was like, yo, Tiff, like you need to go get a gun. I'm sitting there eating, I'm like, no, I don't. Like, for real, you don't know who you're talking to. Like,
But every
no.
female in Atlanta got a gun.
Understand. Like, yo.
Because it only take
My mom
one
was the
trigger
same
don't mess
way.
with my kids.
Oh, yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, and I'm going.
But that's where that responsible adult playing part of that.
Yeah, I'm not that responsible.
You know what I mean? So,
Like, I'm not, I
but
don't
you
even
know,
want
there's
to hear
certain
me.
people, you can't, certain people get a gun and they turn tough.
This is
Yeah.
true.
My whole thing is this. Law-abiding citizen, that movie,
That was a good movie.
Dope movie.
you need a gun in a position like that.
That was a good movie.
Because that can happen to you,
Yeah,
yo.
you see that,
Jesus.
that shit was insane.
Yeah.
Yo.
It's like,
I can't even imagine.
Right?
I mean, the world, you see what happened in Plainfield yesterday?
Oh, that
What happened in Plainfield?
It was a fucking stolen car in North Plainfield, getting chased by the police.
Somebody died, right?
Crashed into a guy riding a bike. And then what else happened?
he
crashed
he crashed into the police.
The police are fixing the street.
Police tried to kill that nigga. They shot.
This was in North Plainfield.
But it ended in Plainfield on West Front Street.
I saw that pop up. I be trying to stay off of social
Now it's
media
coming
a
too
little
close.
bit.
It's coming close to home, man.
It's terrible.
It's
I
like-
try because it really starts to consume you.
Sure.
It's desensitizing you. Cause now it's like, oh, somebody else got shot. Oh.
Yeah, it does.
You
It
know?
does. So I just try to kind of like
So
stay
much
off of it
wild
for a
shit.
little bit and try to just focus on what I need to do.
Yeah.
Cause some of that stuff is a distraction.
Yeah. Yeah. Cause whoever thought some shit like that in Plainfield, that's on some
In broad daylight.
Oh, it was broad daylight.
like 2 in the afternoon.
Yeah. That's like
You know how busy Front Street is.
Right.
So,
a
come on.
shootout, nigga getting ran over, dying on
Dying.
the scene. They said the car was going so fast. I heard a little bit more.
Oh,
Like instant, supposedly. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn.
Because the way the car, they said the cops are fixing the street, so the cars were blocked in the street.
Oh.
And he crashed into them. Or some shit, they started busting. That's hey. Just watch your family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Pray for your family.
Hug your loved ones, kiss them. Just when they leave the house, because this world we live in, you never know what happens.
that's why every time I wake up, before I get out that bed, I be praying. I be like, God, I don't know what you got for me today, but protect me, protect my family. Before I even get out of that bed, I be laying there just like meditating, like, Lord, I don't know what I'm gonna be facing. Because you don't know when you really think about
It's a
it.
jungle out there.
Every day you come back in the house from leaving,
It's a blessing.
it's a blessing.
Yeah, absolutely.
I swear,
It's a
when I was a
blessing.
kid, when I was about 15 to about 17, every time I left the house and I got out of bed, I said, let me make sure I come back in this bed tonight.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And I used to think that, said, please make sure I come back in this bed tonight. I want to sleep in this bed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I leave
People
the house.
take life for granted.
You get to that house and I'm
You
here.
know what I'm saying?
I'm back
Like
in
it
the
could change in a second,
Second,
forget
yeah.
a day, a second.
Alright.
You know, that's why honestly people be live your life. Do what you want to do. Chase your dreams. Do what you
Find
need to
out
do.
what you want to do.
That's it.
Sit in a room by yourself with no sound
No sound.
and just think.
That's
What
it.
makes you happy and what will make you successful that you want to do?
That you want to do.
And
And that's not like work.
no. And if it takes you 4 days to figure it out,
That's what it is.
sit your ass 4 days in.
That's a small price to pay. 4
yo,
days.
Figure it out, man.
Compared to the rest of your life.
Compared to the rest of your life.
Yo, people don't understand.
You know, it's so beneficial. Like, yeah, like we living in times where it's just like, first of all, it's a whole bunch of entrepreneurs.
Nobody want to work no more. 'Cause
Nobody
we
wants to work
we
anymore.
realize the 9 to 5, and it's hard. The 9 to 5 is really a slave job, man.
Yeah.
I mean, we're only going to get what they give you. You know? And it's like... And
And they don't want you to grow.
Yeah, so you need to...
Because you're working for them.
Yeah.
Alright. Because right now, because working a 9 to 5, you know, now, and I'm not knocking it because I work one every fucking
Me
day.
too.
You know, but it puts a restraint on your creativity of your life.
This is true.
Because honestly, if I didn't have a 9 to 5, I think I'd be much more successful than I'm doing now.
Okay. Because you would have some more
I
time
would have
to
time to
focus.
focus on me.
This is true.
You know what I mean? Like, cause right now, all jokes aside, I feel like I got something just holding me down. Like, nah, nigga, you can't use your whole 100% because I need 65 of this over here.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's like, but I want to try this.
Right.
But I'm like so comfortable with this because I know that I'm gonna guarantee this every week.
Right.
But how you know it might be a bigger guarantee over here if you just shake that shit the fuck off?
This is true.
And that's when you stuck between the rocks.
Yeah, so now it's like, yo, then you sit there and hear them stories when I moved to California with $35 in my pocket.
Yeah.
You know what? It all boils down to taking a leap of faith.
That's the key.
That's all it. Because if you really want to do it, you can do it.
Yeah.
Put for instance, real quick, right? I had one of these shoes. It was expensive.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I had my mind set on these shoes. I was like, I want them. I had made up in my mind, like, I'm getting these shoes. I don't care how much they cost. I ain't gonna do this. I ain't gonna do this. I ain't gonna do this. Because I'm gonna get those shoes.
That's, yeah.
The focus was those shoes, and I got the shoes. So I had to say to myself, well, if I could do this with these shoes,
I could do this with anything.
I could do this, apply the
Anything.
same mindset with anything I want in life. So that's what I've been doing, like noticing some things about myself, like, okay, Tiff, when you determine, you gonna get it. So take that same mindset.
But that's the
and put it
problem. We
towards
take
something
that.
big.
We take the energy we got and we put it in the wrong shit.
The wrong stuff.
It's like
the
we
wrong
already
stuff.
know. Like I already know I can do
I do
this
that.
so well.
Right?
Yeah.
So take that same energy, even if it hurts you. Try to put it over there.
Right. And with that, it does come. See, the thing is, too, it is going to be some sacrifice.
Definitely.
It ain't going to be easy. Like, let's just be real.
No joy is without sacrifice.
Right. But the journey is the reward. Because once you sacrifice and then you get to that point of the reward,
It's like, wow.
I did it.
I did.
I did it. That's what school, college, everything. It's not easy, but that end journey and that reward is beautiful. So I say just go for it. Anything you want to do, podcast,
Anything,
designer. Like I had a chance, like I'm living in a year, I don't care what nobody say, this is the year of manifestation for me. Like I had a chance to meet up with one of my favorite designers on Instagram, Jay Bailey.
Nah.
Met up with her, sat and talked 3 hours. Didn't even know her, but she's my creativity sister. You get what I'm saying? And when I met her, I'm just looking like, I just always wanted to meet you. And she dope. Like, she is undefeated with the way she designs. But if y'all get a chance, go check her out, Jay Bailey. She's actually doing a design for me. But I was so inspired because I've always wanted to meet her. I will always look at her videos and her stuff she posts on YouTube, not on YouTube, I'm sorry, on Instagram, and just admire. But just to be sitting in her presence, and it was very authentic, and we sat and talked for a while, just real conversation. It's good to know that people are still out there like that. And that was one of my dreams that I manifested this year, you know, that I was excited about. Last week, I got a chance to meet Sarah Jakes. Like, go do it. Like, you get one life. Place yourself around people that's doing something. You know, and especially where you want to go further in life. Like, listen, you never know what God is doing. You don't know.
You never know. Because you sing around a bunch of broke folks, you're
You gonna be broke.
Surround yourself with 5 half-ass niggas.
You gonna be 5. You gonna be 1 half-ass
You gonna be
nigga.
6 more. They'll guarantee that.
That's why you make it. Like me,
You know?
I hang around a bunch of workers every day. That's why I be working.
Everybody be tired. You're like, how was your day? You don't even want to talk.
That
It
shit
was
real.
alright.
I be coming home on some straight Al Bundy, man.
Yes.
Mad as hell. Once I walk in, I just
Like,
look
don't
at
ask
my
me
man.
nothing.
Like, yo, when I left, your car was parked in the same fucking spot. 6-7 hours later, you ain't left the crib all day.
So what the fuck you do?
Like, yo, come on,
No,
yo.
y'all have to have
Bullshit,
somebody
yo.
ask y'all how y'all day was, but you mad as fuck.
Oh,
And you can't say nothing but,
Thanks, folks. We appreciate you guys out there. We love you for watching. Keep it up. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Follow us. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook. Just be our friend. You know, leave a comment.
We like new friends.
We do.
Bulletproof Love Song Babies, check it out.
And comment and tell us what y'all think about the abortion rights and as well as the gun. And also, too, in the comment box, let us know what you would like to see. If you are somebody that are branching off to do their own business, hit us up.
Comment.
We would like to have you here and interview you.
Comment.
And comment.
Yes.
We all for the comments.
We want the smoke. We want all the smoke.
How
All
you
the
feel
smoke.
We
about
want all
us?
the smoke.
And how you feel about us?
Please, yeah.
Yes, we care.
If we suck, say we suck.
If we suck, then that way we gotta improve.
Exactly. You know, if we suck, say we suck. We always looking for help.
Yeah. We want all the smoke.